plus the 1,000-square-foot retail space, the warehouse out back, and the 5-room apartment upstairs. "Are you ready for me?" Henrietta buzzed back in, bumping Ashley's elbow and turning her initials into a scribble. "Almost." Ashley dealt with the last few stickies, then handed over the papers. "Okay, witness, do your thing." "Yippee!" Hen went to work with her pen, signing her name with a flourish in vivid purple ink. Watching the lines appear on page after page, Ashley pressed a hand to her belly and regretted the cinnamon bun she had bought to go along with her coffee, even knowing she shouldn't spend the money. She could do this. She could. The numbers worked, more or less, and she had been running the shop solo ever since Della moved down to the city to be with Max. Really, all she was doing was taking Della's name off all the official forms and replacing it with her own. Nothing else was going to change. Which was a total lie, but at least it kept her breakfast where it belonged, and as Hen finished witnessing the last few pages, Ashley managed to resist the urge to swat the pen cup off the counter and shout, "Wait! Stop! I changed my mind." "Okay, Ashley." Penny made 2 neat piles with the contracts. Moment of truth. The checks. They lay on the countertop, looking up at her with their fat round zeros like little eyes, lots of them. She didn't know which was scarier, the one from the bank with all the digits, thanks to the 30-year commercial loan she had gotten by the skin of her teeth, and then only because it was a local bank, or the one she had written off her own account at the same bank, wiping out her meager savings plus the overdraft, and including a cash advance from her credit card. You're nuts. You know that, right? Utterly mental. The most expensive thing she'd ever bought prior to this was, what, a drum set for Kenny? New tires, maybe? She was still driving Bugsy, the pimped-out VW Beetle her mom and Jack had given her as a high school graduation present, all smiles because she was headed off to art school, the future bright. Just do it. You can make it work this time. Pressing her fingers onto the checks, she trapped them against the cool glass of the display case. Then she slid them across to Penny. "Here you go." And, just like that, she was the new owner of a vintage shop smack in the middle of downtown 3 Ridges, Wyoming. "You did what?" Wyatt loomed over Ashley, seeming to momentarily forget that he was holding his 11-month-old daughter in the crook of his arm. "Are you out of your mind?" Little Abby let out a startled, "Oh!" that reverberated off the rough-hewn log walls and overstuffed couches of the sitting room/reception area in the main house at Mustang Ridge, a.k.a. the gorgeous Dude Ranch Ashley's brother had married into last fall, and where Ashley had lasted 6 weeks as an employee before deciding that working there wasn't nearly as fun as being a guest. Thank God there had been a help wanted sign in the window of another fine thing, though Wyatt probably didn't see it that way now. He gave the baby a bounce, rearranged his face to a fatuous smile, and sweetened his tone to say, "Sorry, sweetie, Auntie Ashley started it." With his hat off and his dark, russet-streaked hair standing up in agitated spikes, he looked like an irate porcupine. A very large, irate porcupine. Ashley just folded her arms. "You're the one doing the yelling." Though she was pretty sure she was the only one capable of hitting her big brother's bellow button. "What did you expect?" he demanded, halfway losing hold of his baby's soothing voice, so he sounded like an irritated cartoon character, of all the harebrained, irresponsible. And that's my cue. Krista stepped in and scooped Abby out of Wyatt's arms. "Come on, kiddo, we're going to find somewhere else to be." Propping the baby on her hip, the pretty, fresh-faced blonde kissed Wyatt's cheek, shot Ashley an encouraging finger wiggle, and whisked down the hallway leading to the kitchen. But Wyatt took a half step after them, then stopped himself with a muttered curse and took a couple of deep breaths. By the time he'd turned back to Ashley, he looked less like a furious porcupine and more like a concerned patriarch of a porcupine. Which was worse, really. She could deal with his bluster, but his disappointment always got to her. There was too much history there. "I can do this," she insisted. "It's a fantastic opportunity, and aren't you the one who was always telling me I needed to find something I love, something I'm good at? Well, this is it." From the first moment she had stepped through the shop door into the bright, chaotic interior and heard the jingle of the little bell.